It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. Side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Get something together.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson. That is caught. Rashawn Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on 1st down. A check down here for Henry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself, is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Henry trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Ravens are able to answer and take a first-quarter lead. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And we'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Play action. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Owe, his second sack of the night.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Jackson going to keep it running right. Oh, good move. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the option, here's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done. And
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson going to run the draw.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Get something together. Y'all got time. Let's go. Let's do this, man. You ready to roll?
3rd down and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Do your thing, baby. Let's get something right.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Jackson will throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter, and they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On the give, it's Warren.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. On the return, Hardy. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, You have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On second down, here's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Van Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the Steelers get a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now Hardy on the return. And he returns this to the 22. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The quick feet by Jackson.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 34. 36 yards on the play.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
And the busy night for Henry continues. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Tucker's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
This is unbelievable.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson now.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got lead. For the 4th.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Here's Jackson.
A little short one there, caught by Likely. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's go. You ready to roll? Keep our voice.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
74 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Here's Hardy set to return.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Patrick Queen, and the Steelers are right back in this football game. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Wilson.
Finds Pickens out right.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down and 3.
To throw is Wilson.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
Still back there. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now it's Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They go play action now. Wilson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So looking at this situation, you have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.